Back in January 2014, I went to watch a film that pretty much changed my life. It was called The Theory of Everything, and it's about the famous scientist Stephen Hawking. Now, there were loads of reasons why this was a brilliant film. It shows someone not letting their decaying body ruin their brilliant mind. It doesn't stop them from creating a brilliant life's work. The acting in it is also brilliant. Eddie Redmayne does a fantastic job of playing Stephen Hawking. But there was a line in it which made my head spin. Towards the end of the film, Stephen Hawking is giving this speech to a delegation of scientists and journalists, and he's talking about his theory for the universe. And he says that in the known universe, there are around 100 billion galaxies. Now, I didn't actually know that. When I got home, I actually started Googling lots of other facts about space. And some of the facts that I was finding out just completely blew my mind. For example, the nearest star to planet Earth is 4.2 billion light years away. Now, a light year didn't actually mean anything to me at first, but then I found out that a light year is actually 1 year travelling at the speed of light. So to get to our nearest star would take 4 years of travelling at the speed of light. Then I started finding out how big our solar system is in comparison to the size of our galaxy. If you were to scale the solar system down so that it fit quite neatly into the palm of your hand, the galaxy, by comparison, would be the size of North America. Now, to put that into some sort of perspective, if you were to travel from one side of the Milky Way right across to the other, it would take you 100,000 years travelling at the speed of light. Now, looking outside our galaxy for a moment, the nearest galaxy of any note is the Andromeda galaxy, and that is 2.3 million light years away. And it would also take you 260,000 years travelling at the speed of light to get from one side to the other. Now, let's just focus on our own planet for a minute. The Earth has been around for 4.5 billion years. But humans have only been around for 200,000 years. And civilization as we know it has only been around for 6,000 years. Now, if I go back to my school history, I remember studying people like the Tudors and the Stuarts, which is around 500 or 600 years ago. Now, that seems like a long time, but in the grand scheme of the Earth's existence, it's nothing. Now, why am I using this video to throw all these facts at you? Basically, for the last year and a half, I've been using these kind of facts to lower my stress and anxiety levels. Think about it, when you consider how huge the universe actually is, and what a minute speck the Earth actually is in comparison, you start to realise how insignificant we all actually are. Now, some people might interpret that negatively, but for me, that's quite a liberating thought. As someone who's often been a bit of a worrier and an overthinker, it serves me in two ways. Firstly, when you start considering how small we all actually are, you start realising how insignificant most of our problems are. I mean, think about it. When you consider the fact that in a few 100 billion years, scientists predict that the Andromeda galaxy is going to collide with the Milky Way galaxy, possibly wiping out our entire solar system. When you consider that, does that phone contract that you got ripped off on really matter that much? And secondly, when you consider how long the Earth has actually been around for and relatively how little time we've actually got on it, you start realising that you don't have time to waste. If you want to start a business, do it. If you want to write a book, start today. If you want to have a family at some point, start looking for that life partner, start planning the wedding. If there's something you want to do with your life, then start doing it, and start doing it today. And if it doesn't work out, then it really isn't the end of the world. So, next time you're feeling a bit stressed, look up at the stars or look up at the sky and just remember how insignificant all of this is compared to everything that's going on out there.
If you found this useful or helpful, then like and subscribe to the channel. You can also find us at Twitter, Facebook and Instagram.